Hey folks, this is Johnny. Welcome to another Studio One Snapshots, and today we're going to check out a brand new feature that was just put out for Studio One 7.2 called Continuous Scroll. So we're going to check and see how smooth it is. How does it work? How does it work with the graphics acceleration turned on or off? How much can you zoom in and so forth? Hopefully we'll get some good results. All right, so this is a song that I've had for a while. It was comprised of a bunch of loops from the splice option in Studio One, and it is very short. But if I stretch out the screen, I can actually see how the scroll works, the new continuous scroll. So the first thing is that you can, if you go here to the old scroll button, and if you hold down the click, you can actually do the turnover, which is the regular. Here's the continuous scroll for the center, and then here is the continuous scroll for the left. So how smooth is it? So this isn't really something I would use much, but it is kind of cool, and maybe I can actually get used to it when I'm doing editing. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and open the mixer here, and I'm going to turn down the volume because you guys have heard this song before. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit play, and the first thing that we're going to start with is the continuous scroll for the center. So if I start at the top of the song, I can hit play, and this happens. Not bad. And now my machine is like the lowest of the low baseline M1s. It is a Mac M1 with only 250 gigabyte of space on the internal hard drive. Excuse me, I keep clearing my throat. It's only got 8 gig of memory. All right, so now this is actually pretty good. So if I shoot to some of the other spots in the song, yeah, that's pretty damn good. I'm going to go over here. I want to see how it catches up. Not bad. All right, so now I am going to go to the left continuous. Now, you see, I think this is something I would use more, because I like to see what's coming before the playhead, and I really like the fact now that this doesn't just shoot all the way to the end. So maybe this is something that I could use a lot. Let's see what happens when it reaches the end and just loops. Boom. Not bad. All right, so let's go back to the center. Yeah, see, it catches up really nice. So what if I zoom in? Am I going to get any anomalies here? So let me hit stop. Let me zoom in a little bit more. And hit play. Wow. That is pretty seamless. I like this. All right, let me zoom in even more, because sometimes you can actually have the graphics card work harder if things are moving fast. Let's see. There we go. So it gets a little choppy. Now, mind you, that's updating pretty quick. So let me close the browser and let me close. All right, little choppy, but I mean, this particular zoom in point is pretty useless. All right, so let's zoom back out just a hair. Boom, in the middle. Now see, this would be manageable to be able to catch a spot that you want to go back and edit to. All right, perfect. If I shoot to the beginning, boom. If I shoot to a place closer to the end, catches up. Beautiful. All right, so the only thing I want to see now at this rate, I want to see what happens when it loops. And here comes the end. Boom. Catches up. Not bad. Not bad at all. All right, so let's check a couple things here. Let's check my preferences. and general. Okay, so I have the enable graphics hardware acceleration selected. So what happens if I uncheck this? I think I'm going to have to restart Studio One, but let's see what it does. Yeah, that's what I thought. Should we do it? Let's do it. All right. There it goes. You know, knowing that you have a new feature in the DAW that you're using is important. Knowing how it works, or if it works, is even more important, I think. Let's see. Now, again, I have a rather slow machine, so it's going to take a second. Oh, actually, that wasn't bad. All right, so here is the splice song. I saved it at that position. So let's see if the graphics acceleration had any effect. Okay, so do you guys notice it? It's not nearly as smooth. I come to the beginning here, and this is not a very fast scroll. But you can see little hesitations as it goes by. Not bad. Usable, but not as fun to watch as with the graphics acceleration turned on. Okay, so that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it for this test. Let me know what you guys think. If this little test was useful, I think it's a great feature, just like all the new stuff that Personas puts out. I'll be going through a few of the other new features to see what's going on. I know that there's a new VST plugin, and I've already got that set up, and I'll do another video on that and audition a couple of the presets. All right, that's going to be it for me. I'll see you all in the next video.